Third point is sovereign is the lawmaker. Laws are the command of the sovereign. The sovereign, as determinate human superior, issues commands to the people, that is, to the inferiors, which are bound by these laws. So the sovereign, he is the lawmaker. Whatever command or whichever commands are issued by the sovereign, they become law. Okay, so he can determine the external behavior of the people. Fourth point is laws are the commands of the sovereign which are habitually, that is, continuously and regularly obeyed by the bulk of the society, that is, by a very vast majority of the people. So, laws which are the commands of the sovereign, or the commands of the sovereign are the laws, these are obeyed by the people habitually. It means that the people of society, they obey law regularly and continuously. Okay. In other words, laws of the sovereign are binding upon almost all the people. What the sovereign permits or tolerates or accepts is also law. So, laws are binding on all the people. Whatever is permitted by a sovereign or whatever is permitted by the sovereign becomes law. Fifth point is laws of the sovereign are backed by force. The sovereign can punish the violations or non-acceptance of law. Force is the sanction behind law. So laws of the sovereign, they are backed by the force of the state, that is the crazy power of the state, that is by the police. Okay, so the sovereign, he can punish the violators or the persons who do not accept the laws. So force is the sanction behind law. What is the meaning of force? Power. That is, the police power is the sanction behind law. Sixth point is, in a state, that is, in a politically independent society, the presence of sovereign is essential. Without the presence of a sovereign, the society cannot become a state. So in every society, presence of sovereign is essential. If he is not there, any geographical entity having people, it becomes only a society, not a law and not a state. Austin defines state as an independent political community characterized by the presence of the sovereign. So, according to Austin, state is a community of the people which has sovereign. Okay, he says that without the presence of sovereign or with the absence of sovereign, society cannot become a state. Seventh point is, according to Austin, sovereignty is absolute. The sovereign has the power to make and enforce binding laws for all the people in respect of all types of activity. So Austin says that sovereignty is absolute. The sovereign has the power to make the laws which are binding upon all the people irrespective of their activities. It means that the laws of the state, they guide all the activities of the people. Further, sovereignty and state are inseparable and inalienable. Sovereignty is indivisible. It belongs to the sovereign who exercises it at will. The sovereign has sovereignty in full measure and no one else can have a share in it. It cannot be divided. So point number 8. It is the most important point of Austin's theory of sovereignty. According to this point, he states that the sovereignty and state, they are inseparable and inalienable, means these cannot be separated from each other. Sovereignty is indivisible. It means that sovereignty cannot be divided. Sovereignty belongs to the sovereign who uses his power at his own will. It means that no one can command obedience from the sovereign. So the sovereign, he exercises sovereignty in full measure, and no other person can demand a share in the sovereign power of the sovereign. So it cannot be divided. For example, the Constitution of India, it gives sovereignty to the president. Okay, the Prime Minister of India, he cannot demand share in the sovereign power of the president. So sovereignty is indivisible. It is the most important point of Austin's theory of sovereignty. So next question is question number 5. Explain the features of a pluralist theory of sovereignty. So against Austin's theory of sovereignty, pluralist theory of sovereignty, it was also propounded. It was propounded by many political scientists like Lasky, McEvers. Okay, so now we are to explain the features of a pluralist theory of sovereignty. It was given, although it is given on our book, but we have written in it in our classwork and homework notebooks also. So it states that state is just one of the several associations of the people and groups which are present and working in society. So it states that state is just an organization which is formed by the people, which is present in society, and it is working for the society. It means that state is just one of the associations. Second is, all these associations, including the state, are equally important and each one has a share in the sovereign power. So as associations are formed by the people, they are formed for the benefit of the people or for attaining any kind of objective or for fulfilling any demand of the people. Just like that, state is just one of the associations. So all these associations, they have share in the sovereign power of the state. State has no exclusive claim to sovereignty. So state, we have read that it is the exclusive power of the state. So the supporters of pluralist theory, they hold that state has no exclusive claim to the sovereign power of the state. Neither it enjoys absolute power, nor is the sovereignty indivisible. So they say that sovereignty is not the absolute power of the state, and sovereignty is also not indivisible. It means that sovereignty is divisible. So it is the negative feature of the state as it limits the rights of the people and their groups. So